Good afternoon, everybody. Logan Bennett checking in here with Talking Plants. It's about 37 degrees outside, and today I'm in a blackberry field. I came through here to look at what was growing and what we should be thinking about pruning, and I ended up finding something else. So while I was walking around the blackberry field, I found this cane, and that's obvious that something's wrong there. So I wanted to explore that a little better and kind of figure out what's going on here. I also noticed this isn't the only cane with this kind of swelling going on. So when I'm in a blackberry field, if I see something like this, the two main concerns I have are borers and agrobacterium. So the first thing I want to do in terms of agrobacterium is look towards the base of the plant and see if I see any galls or large cankers, that kind of stuff. And I am seeing some stuff right here. I don't know if that's coming through. Looks like it is. But that looks more like that swelling that I saw up top instead of what I might expect to see for a gall. So with that in mind, the next thing I'm going to do is cut off that cane. As you can see, that's the growth we were looking at earlier. And now I'm checking for either disorganized cells or I'm looking for tunneling and frass. And what I'm seeing right here is we have that pith in the middle, that white stuff, and then where this split is, I don't know if it's easily visible or not, we're looking at some disorganized green growth. So I'm going to make another cut and confirm that I'm not seeing tunneling, frass, or larva that would indicate that this is an insect issue. So as you can see, I've cut this guy open and I'm not seeing any evidence of tunneling from insects. But what I am seeing, if it'll go there, are some very odd markings. And I tried to scrape those. That's not frass, which would be insect poop, which leads me to believe that we've got a fungal or a bacterial issue going on here. So now that I've found those issues here, what's the next move? Well, the first move is to not panic. Diseases happen all the time in orchards, vineyards, and in blackberry fields. So because we're not completely sure if it's something like crown gall or another disease, the best option is likely to submit the sample to a plant clinic like OSU's and get an idea of what's going on with this particular plant. Now, to submit a sample, the best thing to do is try to collect as many of these as you can find, as many canes that are experiencing this issue, and send it in. And then if we get it back and it turns out it's something like agrobacterium, then we have something to move on. So in the case of agrobacterium or crown gall, we'd want to remove as many of the affected canes as possible. And if it's spread through the field, we may need to get rid of almost all of the canes. This one's a particularly tough one to treat. But the first thing we've got to do is send in a sample and get a positive analysis on what it is before we start ripping out canes. All right, thanks. Have a good one, guys.